Check. Oui, la game de Alpha Centauri. Prochaine fois que j'enregistre What's It Space puis à Uden Chronicle, ne pas changer ne pas oublier de changer les résolutions. Parce que clairement, j'ai oublié de le faire. Ouais, je suis rendu à 3 villes. Hop, Chairman Yang, elle est rendue à 5, ouais. La capitale est à 2. Moi, c'est quoi ma capitale? Ici est plus basse que ma plus grosse, hein? Ouais, t'as 3 plots de ta 4. 2, 2. 4, 1. Puis ça vient chez nous. Alright. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on avait? Pushwing. Ok, Energy Bank, ça c'était la banque. Gaia's Landing, ça c'est la capitale. Lily of the Valley, ça c'est la deuxième ville. Energy Bank, ceci. Première chose que je vais checker, fait que ça c'est quoi ça? 9, 10, 11, 12. Minerals, 12. Fait que je tape plus 12. J'assume que ça va dans la production. Nutrient. 7 sur 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fait que j'imagine que ça prend 2 par population. Puis là, 1 se rajoute en growth qui est le unit. Energy. Ça se rajoute dans mes Energy Bank à chaque tour. Energy, j'ai de l'inefficiency dans Lily of the Valley pour mon énergie. Fait que 3 mineral, 12 moins 1 parce que je supporte un colony pod. Mon colony pod s'en allait ici. Pogner les minerals qui sont là. Ok. On redéplogue le numlock.
Indigenous life form.
On cherche des vite. Oh, j'ai arrêté de l'idée avec ça. Toi, t'allais faire le tour explorer en bas. J'aimerais voir. C'est quoi, je clique ici, puis je vais me rapporter, ouais.
Turn complete.
Fait que j'avais un Energy Bank, c'est quoi l'autre affaire qu'il faisait? Pressure Dome.
Indigenous life form.
Ça ferait que les worms peuvent s'attaquer, puis quand même avoir le bonus de Sai or lack thereof. Toi, t'es endommagé.
Indigenous life form. Turn complete.
Il y avait du fungal ici, donc j'ai perdu du mouvement. Mhm.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life turn complete.
Il a disparu. Fait qu'il y en a un qui devrait connaître son building au prochain tour. Je pense que c'est Lily of the Valley. Ouais.
Life is merely an orderly decay of energy states, and survival requires the continual discovery of new energy to pump into the system. He who controls the sources of energy controls the means of survival. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
Zoom to base control. « 50. Pourquoi le inefficiencies? Mettons toi, puis là, si je dis psych, tout le monde est encore heureux, fait que j'ai pas besoin de faire de recreation common.
Indigenous life forms.
Song of Planet. That means this base is losing a lot of energy due to inefficiency. Increase when your social engineering choices are inadequate to meet the larger colonial population. Consider building a childhood creche to increase efficiency, or switching to a more economically efficient social model. Democrat or Green for insistence. Ok. On va chercher un peu de cash, ça me dérange pas tant que ça. Change. Hello. At your service, simply have built yourself a magnificent empire. The original UN Charter, and I will brook no interference in this matter. Yes, yes. Chairman Yang, if you have his calm frequency, I could offer 40 energy credit. Dernière personne à qui tu veux parler, toi. Au moins que tu veux l'envoyer chier. The deal. The fragmentation of this mission has been the disaster. Lady Ju, why don't you sign this treaty of friendship and help me reunite the others? A lofty girl. Goal. Ok, tu gros, c'est pas pire, toi. Puis toi, je peux techniquement me rendre jusqu'à lui si je veux.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
Industrial collapse at Lily of the Valley. Moira enrolled in every square for 10 years. La production a juste tanké à cause d'un... C'est pas à cause du écho damage en tout cas. Alright, c'est plat, mais c'est pas fin de temps.
Pod recovered. Turn complete. Production complete.
Change. Stockpile, perimeter defense, ça me sert à rien pour le moment. Toi.
Production complete.
Fifth automate.
Turn complete. Indigenous life form.
Fait que je vois qu'un communipod s'approcher.
Indigenous life
Je
form.
pourrais l'attaquer pour l'empêcher d'expander, mais ça serait genre pretty much un war.
Turn complete.
Oh! Perdu ma première unit!
Indigenous life
There
form.
was there somebody there a second ago.
Indigenous life form. Turn complete.
Ah, j'ai fait un C-former en premier. Ben,
Production complete.
base control. control. Là, ça commence à me coûter shit.
Production complete.
Moi, je voulais checker. Comme Link, non. Action, map, game. On va pas être dans le game. Social engineering. Fait que ça, c'est correct. Data links. Laboratory status. Debated in 3 years. Energy Reserve, 423. Total Econ 10. Maintenance, moins 3. Pas de loan, 7 par tour. Pas 3, moi je vois 1, 2. Non, ça c'est juste pour Gaia's Landing, ok. C'est mes units. J'aimerais pouvoir checker genre à quel point que quelqu'un m'aime ou m'aime pas, sans pour autant devoir lui parler. Alpha Centauri Diplomacy Screen. It's coming and they don't give much info. Right click. Faction profile. Mode solicitous. Treaty avec moi, puis c'est tout ce que t'as. Shift. Ah.
Indigenous life forms.
Je peux-tu faire quoi? Right click. Wait. Right click. Move, zoom to base, change, hurry, set to explore, discover, build, conquer. Ok, ça c'est la base. Select unit, ouais, c'est bon. Help. Là, j'ai mon rover 112. Es-tu basé à Gaia's Landing? Ok, non, t'es independent. Si je regarde toi ici, Gaia's Landing, ouais. Support from here. Fait que là, la unit est partie d'ici, je la supporte plus. C'est Flower Screech qui s'en occupe.
Turn complete.
Juste checker. Network Node, fait que bibliothèque, Colony Pod qui devrait arriver au prochain tour, Send Metal Garrison, là tu fais un former normal.
Turn complete.
Hello Zakharov. Hello again. We need a force to be reckoned. Greetings. Yep. My nemesis, Chairman Yang of the Hive, is bent on destroying us reducing us to all mental servant on his diabolical scheme. I propose that you switch energies and help me stop him before it is too late. Ethical calculus, the secret of the human brain. Ethical calculus. Ooh. Polymorphic software. Children crash. Plus growth, plus efficiency. Ok. Puis l'autre c'était ethical calculus. C'était quoi l'autre déjà? Polymorphic software. Polymorphic software. Abilities, heavy artillery. Heavy artillery unit bombards their target from a distance rather than attacking directly. 2 square away to attack every unit in a square with 1 attack. Je vais prendre le ethical calculus.
Some vices miss what is right because they are deficient, others because they are excessive in feelings or in actions, while virtue finds and chooses the mean. Aristotle, Nicomachean Ethics, Data Links.
Throughout the history of mankind, philosophers have grappled with the question, how shall we then live? Ethical calculus lays down mathematical principles uncovered by social psych to address this question, essentially providing calculation and function that determine appropriate behavior.
Technological advance is an inherently iterative process. One does not simply take sand from the beach and produce a data probe. We use crude tools to fashion better tools, and then our better tools to fashion more precise tools, and so on. Each minor refinement is a step in the process, and all of the steps must be taken. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
Pas qu'est-ce que Morgan dit. On Earth, only theoretical mathematician and entertainment software programmers use polymorphic software, self-modifying code to any success. On planet, the requirements for the budding industrial base and information networks spur widespread development of neural net applications that rewrite themselves in response to data input. That sounds like AI. Non, je vais regarder mon cache. Je veux pas m'allier à qui que ce soit.
Production complete.
Alright, Children Crèche. Coûte 1.
Production complete.
Shift A. Ok, lui, ça connaît pas des points de
Indigenous life forms.
Il se fait un ami. Alright, je veux checker un truc. HQ, Social Engineering. J'ai vu Democratic. Ouais. Ok. Fait que si je clique là-dessus. Fait que mon income et mon science augmente. Je fais ça. Ceci dit. Support. Support. Plus 2 support, 4 units free per base. On va voir ici là. Si je fais ça, si je fais ça. Support 1 unit free per base, no free minimal for new base. Ok, fait que ça va me couper, ça va me coûter de l'argent pour entretenir mon armée. Ouais. Commendable efficiency, appalling inefficiency. One police unit allowed, no nerve stapling. 2 military units as police, which ça c'est correct so far. Plus 40% growth rate. Fait que si je pense à ça, je gagne du cash, je gagne du science, je perds de la production pour toutes mes units. Fait que c'est vraiment la production. Support 1 unit free per base. Fait que toi, tu serais genre à... Ah, mais 2 secondes, là, si je fais cancel, menu, HQ. Là, en ce moment, je suis à support 4 units. Ici, je suis carrément pas à 4. Genre, je suis genre à 8. Puis un de plus me causait des problèmes. Fait que je vais assumer que mes supported units. On va checker. Là, c'est Alpha Centauri. Units support. I've been looking in data link. I'm still having a difficult time understanding what it means to have better support. Does every active military unit take mineral away from its home base regularly? Okay, so your support rating determine how many free units you get per base. Wait. Negative support rating means unit may cost more to support. Normally, unit above the free limit will take 1 mineral worth of support from the base per turn in upkeep. If the base doesn't have enough mineral to support all units being supported by the base, it will automatically disband unit past its ability to support it. Of course, a base with all mineral tied up in support unit has no mineral production left for production. Clean special ability removes support costs. Also, supply unit have no support costs, which is part of the reason you can get up to shenaniganry with them. Support is paid for by the unit home base. You can switch which unit is supported by what base, which can be useful if you specialize a base for army support. Which is great for providing a garrison and a former without reducing the native production of the base until it starts growing. Good. Moider still allow 1 free unit for garrison, but a new base doesn't get free mineral to use on its first production. Native unit don't cost support mineral, and if they stand on fungus style, okay. This is pretty useful if you're playing Gaian. Probe unit also don't have support costs and can be equipped with armor to defend base. Income production from a look in the lower right panel. Okay. J'imagine ces 4-là me coûtent quelque chose. Eux, parce que je les mis sur du fungus, ça me coûte rien. Fait que si je fais ça, toi, tu perds 3 de mineral. Fait que je tombe de 12 à 9. Si je fais ça, toi, tu vas tomber de... de 7 à 5. Tu bouges pas. Toi, tu bouges pas. Ben, toi, tu vas baisser de 1 parce que j'ai ça ici. Ok. Alright, où c'est que je veux aller? Fait que, mettons, je viens ici. Je peux pogner ça. Je peux pas pogner ça, donc. Si je viens ici, je pogne les deux, puis je pogne une rivière. Je pogne 2 rivières. Si je viens ici, j'ai 2 cases qui overlap. Je pogne un energy puis un crystal. C'est comme de chicken. Ça ici, je peux pas vraiment pousser plus loin. En bas ici, il y a une mine qui a été construite, mais that's hardly worth it.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Toi, je sais te donner autre chose, like Church and Crash.
Production complete.
Observe the racer beak as it tends so carefully to the fungal blooms. Just the right bit from the yellow, then a swatch from the pink. Follow the glow mites as they gather and organize the fallen spores. What higher order guides their work? Mark my words, someone or something is managing the ecology of this planet. Lady Deirdre Sky, Planet Dreams.
Roads can be built in Fungus Square, Centauri Meditation, Empath Song, Mind Worms, Biology Labs. Based on the secret of human brain and Centauri ecology, Centauri Empathy espouses a philosophy of environmental harmony, emphasizing the search for mankind's proper niche in the global ecosystem. Plus 2 lab per turn, any alien life form you breed at this base gain +1 life cycle bonus. Empath Gale allow you to contact any leader and gives you an infiltrator in every faction. Oh. You get plus 50% vote in election for planetary governor and supreme leader. 180, 54, c'est peut-être une wonder. Empath Song, ability. Attack versus plus 50% attack versus side. Empath Song ability confer plus 5 attack, 50% attack bonus against unit with employ a side defense. Mind worms. Mind worms can appear suddenly and are closely associated with fungus. Interlude, the book from a planet. Reporting, lady. The young functionary stands stiffly at attention, born in the early years of planetfall. She belongs to a generation which knows Earth only as a distant legend. Lindley, I have a special assignment for you say, fixing her with an intense stare. The sample must be taken to Dr. Scott at Lily of the Valley. See to it personally. You hand her a lead-lined security case. The cryo pack inside contains the stuff of nightmares, mind-worn specimens, viable specimens. Capture and preserve at the cost of untold lives. Scott teams have studied the recent mind-worn upsurge and claim that the worm boils act as a sort of regulator for planet ecology. Human settlement is disrupting the native ecosystem, and the mindworms are swarming like a kind of ecological antibody. Scott has also reached an even more ominous conclusion. With modern biology lab facilities, mindworm could be bred in captivity and used as horrifying weapons against other human factions. At once, Lady Sen, stepping backward into the Axis Way. Efficient, competent, and far better disciplined than the youth of the 21st century's Earth you left behind. Lily has grown up in a world fraught with very real dangers. Terrifying dangers once the exclusive province of the same manner of legend that tells to Earth, which itself is now consigned. Donc, je tiens à rappeler que parce que je suis Lady Judea des Gaiennes, on commence avec du green. Je sais plus comment le nommer, là, genre t'es comme le support, l'écologie, l'économie. Fait que le fait que je suis green, ça m'a donné tout de suite le début du jeu la possibilité de capturer des mindworms, chose que tu peux pas avoir par défaut. Donc c'est pour ça que ça fait pas tant de sens que ça, parce que toutes les autres races n'auraient pas vraiment capturé de mindworm jusqu'à présent. Impact Heal. Ok, moi je vais checker un truc. Mineral set. Mineral set 26. C'est genre Mineral 12, hein? Ouais, Mineral 12. 14.
Turn complete. Enemy project initiated.
Quoi, t'es... Clairement chez nous. Un point de square. 2 rover, 1. Ok.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Fait que juste m'assurer, toi, t'es capable d'aller par là. Ah, je t'empêche vraiment de retourner chez vous, hein.
Production complete.
Là, je vais checker un truc rapide. Si je fais change... Help, toi tu fais... Growth and Efficiency. Vie, si je fais Ah, j'ai déjà le... J'ai déjà le personal dome, ok. Children crash. Toi aussi, je m'en allais avec toi. Je pense que je m'en venais ici, une rivière là, le kelp, pis ça.
Turn complete.
Proper care and education for our children remains a cornerstone of our entire colonization effort. Children not only shape our future, they determine in many ways our present. Men and women work harder knowing their children are safe and close at hand. And never forget that, with children present, parents will defend their home to the death. Colonel Corazon Santiago, Planet, a Survivalist's Guide.
Taking your children as hostages.
Project initiated.
Greenhouse gate. Earthwormer. Là, la question que j'ai, c'est... Toi, t'es en train de... Ah, ok, tu plantes du kelp. C'est pour ça que je vois comme pas grand-chose qui se passe par ici.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Ah, fait que toi, tu peux faire pas grand-chose ce que t'es en ce moment parce que mon former giant... Ouais, je vais rester là.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Un nouveau bateau.
Production complete.
On va faire le Children Plus qui fait augmenter ma vitesse de production de grossir la base plus vite et passer les pressure domes pour les ressources.
Turn complete.
Native life activity should return to normal levels.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
University base va se faire attaquer.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms.
Oh!
Turn complete.
Although planet's native life is based, like Earth's, on right-handed DNA and codes for all the same amino acids, the inevitable chemical and structural differences from a billion years of evolution in an alien environment render the native plant life highly poisonous to humans. Juicy ripe grenade fruits may look appealing, but a mouthful of organonitrates will certainly change your mind in a hurry. Lady Deirdre Sky, The Comparative Biology of Planet.
Le monde est encore content.
Production complete.
J'ai un truc à changer. Du cash. Je veux du research. On va prendre du research.
Request confirmation.
Ok, là j'ai quelqu'un qui stockpile des shit parce que je veux voir qu'est-ce que je veux construire avec toi. Faire un colony pod, deformer, puis le reste probablement je m'en fous. Fait que si je fais des colony pods, des colony pods dans l'eau. Alpha, on a Alpaga non plus. Alpha Centauri. Terraforming Gaia. Forest level. Je veux l'eau. Mais à vrai dire, je peux probablement juste venir ici. Prendre toi et dire 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, puis tu dis, ouais, donc on va prendre ça.
Indigenous life forms.
Ok, 3. Move 4. Cargo 3. Isle of the Deep. Tu vas checker le data leak en right-cliquant ici. Non. Rainfall. Non, c'est clairement pas ça que je veux. Right-click. Non. You data leak. Island of the Deep. Weapon defense side, move 4, cargo 4. J'avais 3, me semble. An aquatic vector of the mine worm. The island of the deep is closely associated with mine worm as sea fungus. The floating shell of an island of the deep formed by secretion of colony individual members. It is often used as a nesting place by mine worm and can even float large land units. Island of the deep and other alien creatures can engage in side combat. Our level is quite important. Proper breeding and bonding technique, Island of the Deep can also be bred in captivity and controlled by skilled brood trainers. It can also be used to transport land unit. Alright. J'assume que... Ok, tu n'as pas un bot, t'as pas de pénalité de te promener dans le fungus. Which is nice. C'est pas comme les land units qui ont 3 tuiles contre pour 1, mais maintenant. La différence entre avoir un base puis 4 base ici, là, pas exagéré non plus, I guess.
Project complete.
Allô, Lao. Allô, Santiago. Allô, Miriam.
Symbols are the key to telepathy. The mind wraps its secrets in symbols. When we discover the symbols that shape our enemy's thought, we can penetrate the vault of his mind. Lady Deirdre Sky,
Et moi.
our secret war.
Our secret war. Allow you to contact any leader and give you an infiltrator in every faction. T'as encore juste trop de population, toi? On peut ralentir la production. Since we've come frequently of all other active factions, you can now, if you wish, convene the Planetary Council to vote upon planetary policies, including the election of a planetary governor. To convene the council, use the council button on the com links that is displayed. J'avais pas parlé à Morgan puis à Miriam yet. Ah, beautiful Lady Deirdre. I've heard many tales of your exploit. As to myself, I remain CEO Morgan of the Morganite. My intention is to reap the rightful reward of skillful investment and planning. Located the settlement of our former colleague Miriam, who now styles herself a sister of the believer, and as far as I can tell, spends most of her time pounding her chair's Bible. Having now made several attempts to reason with her, I have decided to take action to eliminate this heavily armed menace. Not yet spoken to Mirren, and I must decline. Just caution you that my engineering... Ouais, j'ai déjà ça. Tu veux des techs? Come on! T'es le gars le plus riche de la planète, là. Allegedly. Non, t'es pas le gars le plus riche de la planète. Filtration active, diplomatic status none, fight evil. Encore une fois, je suis juste... Mon maître est juste le meilleur à cause de tous les worms que j'ai. And offer lucrative trading arrangement if you will agree to a peace treaty. Ouais, ça c'est correct. C'est correct. Your planned economy is wrong-headed and inefficient, Lady Leisure, and stifles the just and proper flow of capital on this planet. I hope you will soon open your markets to a more realistic model. Et certaines politiques qui ne s'alignent pas avec lui. Notamment... Quand je te replante? Ce serait pas plus green que je veux? Si je fais ça... Mon efficiency monte. Mon growth rate diminue. Can capture, puis là je passe par chance of native life form, maximum chance. Normal production rate. Mineral cross decrease by 10. Fait que mon efficiency, je m'en fous un peu pour le moment. Mon growth rate, je l'aime. Tirer des worms, je ne sens pas le besoin. Même si techniquement, ça c'est vraiment genre ma faction. Là. Paradigm d'economy. Ok, tu viens juste de construire ça, il n'y a pas longtemps, qui est encore à 1, puis il n'y a pas d'unit dedans.
Turn complete. Life forms. Bot recovered. Turn complete.
I officially report the University has lost Baikonur to the Hive.
Man's unfailing capacity to believe what he prefers to be true, rather than what the evidence shows to be likely and possible, has always astounded me. We long for a caring universe which will save us from our childish mistakes, and in the face of mountains of evidence to the contrary, we will pin all our hopes on the slimmest of doubts. God has not been proven not to exist. Therefore, he must exist. Academician Procor Zaharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
The search for intellectual integrity arises from questions posed by ethical calculus induction loyalty. According to this philosophy, valid wisdom comes merely from asking questions unburdened by prejudices. Only by shedding those preconceived notions can we achieve the clarity of undistorted knowledge. High morale ability. High morale ability give a unit a +1 morale upgrade when it's first created. Non-lethal method. 2 fois police power. Non-lethal method allows unit to count double when used as a police unit. Each unit limit 2 drone rather than 1. Éventuellement. Citizen Defense Force 2070. Count as a perimeter defense at every base. Ok, fait que c'est une wonder.
Production complete. Project initiated.
The merchant. Merchant exchange, okay, wait.
Production complete.
Pressure dome, change. Ça, c'est la relique que je viens de faire.
Turn complete.
Fac, University, puis eux sont en guerre. J'ai pas parlé à Miriam, alors on va parler à Miriam. Ah, the beautiful Lady Daedra, first among Gaian. My nemesis, CEO Morgan the Morganite, is bent on achieving total monopolistic control of all of planet's resources. I propose that you switch allegiance to help me stop him before it is too late. Non, je veux pas. Ok, tu veux une tech tier. Tu veux me donner... Non, tu veux une tech tier 1, puis moi je te donne une tech... Puis toi tu me donnes une tech tier 2. That is satisfactory.
At atrociously high energy states, the properties of matter change subtly and new miracles become possible. The plasma accretion process is now dangerous and difficult to control, but its products will soon become commonplace in our society. Sister Miriam Godwinson, the Lord works.
Breakthrough in Applied Physics 1 and Industrial Base 1 lead to an understanding of high-energy chemistry. This discipline seeks to understand the properties and behavior of matter at very high temperature and result in new types of material that remains in stable plasma state even when superheated by intense laser stimulation. Are you... On va dire. Je nomme 4-2-2. Wow. But my forces are yet strong. I shall not allow you to plunder the wealth. Your fashing is no longer sin. The Lord wishes us to live by side as brothers and sisters. Amen. Lasting peace is a gift. Ok, je t'en parle avec tout le monde. Is the godless and wretched Lady Daedra, fait qu'elle n'aime pas ma state policy. I'll no longer tolerate collaboration with my mortal enemy. Call off your vendetta against my friend. Ouais. Toi, t'es tout seul. Toi, ta capitale, c'est... Je suis pas sûr. Virtual for Lord Mercy, je pense. Redemption Base, je suis sûr. Action, Network, HQ. Je me rappelle plus c'est quoi l'attaque qu'elle m'a donnée. Je voulais voir qu'est-ce que je peux faire avec. Est-ce que ça me donne des buildings? C'est la chose la plus importante. Il m'a pas donné de building ici. Est-ce que ça peut me donner du social engineering? Non plus. Ok. Tout le reste m'importe moins.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms.
C'est là, 3h30.
Pod recovered.
Material pod from Unity. Supervisor Simon to finish our building at the Children Crest. At the sun of the planet next time. Alright.
Turn complete. Production complete. Pod recovered.
On va été vite ça.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Je vais voir toi si tu fais quelque chose. Non, merci.
Production complete.
Ça c'est Gaia's Landing, ouais. Ah, tu fais chier, toi? Est-ce que... Ok. Il est là que la unité, ouais, ok. Parce que je suis en paix avec eux, ils font pas chier, je peux quand même ramasser les ressources sur cette zone. C'est-tu littéralement le bas de la map, ça? Ouais.
Turn complete.
Toi, tu t'arrives de où, cette unit-là? Front of Planet, ce qui est correct, ça.
Turn complete. Production complete.
T'es rendu à 4 de population. Ce serait dommage encore de te baisser. Non, on va stockpiler de l'énergie. Je vais avoir le Perimeter Defense dans pas long. Le Recreation Common m'est littéralement inutile. At the moment. Je veux pas augmenter mon militaire pour le moment. Si je fais... Je vais peut-être 4 pour monter à... Non, si je fais disband. Confirm. Ouais, fait que la production s'est rajoutée.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms.
Ça c'est le Mindworm.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Link it to our network node and then index, huh?
The wicked have told me of things that delight them, but not such things as your law has to tell. St. Augustine, Confessions,
Leaders
data
seeking
links.
knowledge and intellectual enlightenment will pour resources into research and education. They will also tend to promote the free exchange of information, which increases the efficiency, but also carries security risks. Plus susceptible au probe. More efficiency, more their probe, plus their research. Widespread adoption of planetary network and the philosophy of intellectual integrity allows for a coherent system of cyber ethics, outlining the proper relationship of computer to society. And I don't wonder, you automatically discover any technology discovered by any 3 faction.
Request confirmation. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Soon to base control.
Project complete.
As the writhing, teeming mass of mindworms swarmed over the outer perimeter, we saw the defenders recoil in horror. "Stay calm. Use your flame guns," shouted the commander, but to no avail. It is well known that the mindworm boil uses psychic terror to paralyze its prey, and then carefully implants ravenous larvae in the brains of its still conscious victims. Even with the best weapons, only the most disciplined troops can resist this horrific attack. Lady Deidre Sky, our secret war.
Perimeter defense. C'est bon.
The genetic code does not and cannot specify the nature and position of every capillary in the body or every neuron in the brain. What it can do is describe the underlying fractal pattern which creates them. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, Nonlinear Genetics.
Coding into existing genetics. Widespread adoption of the philosophy of ethical calculus removes opposition to genetic experimentation in plant of animal DNA, while advances in biogenetics provide techniques for the incipient field of gene splicing. This technology allows researchers to insert new DNA coding into existing genetic material so that entire traits, from disease resistance to a stable personality, can be copied from one organism and transferred to any numbers of others. Hôpital. Increase psych at base by 25% and labs at base by 50%. Maintenance 3. And reduces number of drones by 1. Reduce population loss caused by genetic warfare and other disease outbreaks. J'ai pas de psych techniquement. Nutrient restriction can produce 3 plus nutrients. Ben ça, j'étais déjà à 5, me semble aussi. Toi, je veux pas ça. Là, toi, t'es à 15. Toi, t'es à 12. Change... Planetary data links.
Project initiated. Pod recovered.
Ok, t'as un mouvement 2. Toi, je veux que tu... Fleet board. Activate. Ok, fait que là, il y a un dude qui est pas content ici. À cause de mes facilities, il est pas content. Puis à cause de mon secret project, j'ai un qui est très content. Content.
Turn complete. Production complete.
C'est quoi, c'est la crèche que je viens de faire, ouais.
Pod recovered. Pod recovered. Turn complete. Production complete. Mod recovered.
Ok.
Turn complete.
Arbiter report the university has lost university base to the hive.
Pod recovered.
Tu m'as donné un autre transport unit, ouais.
Indigenous life form. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Ok, juste plus proche. Continue.
Production complete. Indigenous life forms.
Fait que j'envoie un probe pour voir s'il peut faire de la merde avec avec le hive qui sont un peu agressifs.
Turn complete.
Ils sont comme partis pour éliminer une des factions. Ok, toi. Support from here. Pivot unit.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Combat report. Maximum population reached.
Ok, fait que ça c'est Lily of the Valley, ouais. C'est quoi, c'est 8 j'imagine? Non, 7? 7, ok. Entre les cas, tu continues à faire ça.
Project initiated. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Combat report.
Boom to base control. Fait que là, je pense que c'est le dernier que j'avais besoin de faire. Je vois pas c'est que ça coûte toute mon énergie pour la ville.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Pod recovered.
Pressure dome, nice. Toi, bon, fais ton move. Oh, attends un petit peu. Toi, c'est quoi, toi? Ok. Toi, tu peux venir ici. Tu support here. Tu peux te disbander.
Turn complete. Faction eradicated.
The prevalence of anoxic environments, rich in organic material, combined with the presence of nitrated compounds, has led to an astonishing variety of underground organisms, which live in the absence of oxygen and breathe nitrate. Likewise, the scarcity of carbon in the environment has forced plants to economize on its use. Thus, all our efforts to return carbon to the biosphere will encourage the native life to proliferate. Conversely, the huge quantities of nitrate in the soil will be heaven to human farmers. Lady Deidre Sky, The Early Years.
Mineral restriction lift-in can produce plus que 3 minerals per square. Former can execute plant fungus. Life forms have always shown remarkable skill at innovation and ingenuity in the face of environmental hurdles. Expansion on a new planet highlights these traits once again in the form of ecological engineering. Based on the discoveries of Centauri ecology and the gene splicing, this research led to new ways of thriving within the existing ecosystem rather than competing with it.
Production complete.
Only probe team with the amphibious pod's ability can perform mission from sea to land.
Turn complete. Indigenous life forms.
What tu as? Commando. Harden plus plus, Harden plus plus. Je vais m'en foutre. Réveille. On va faire ce qu'on fait.
Turn complete. Maximum population reached. Indigenous life forms.
Ça je peux faire. Energy Bank. Yes, hello. You're always the most tree crazy of us all. And your followers are the most echo daft. Yang, chairman of the Hive, salute you. Were you aware that my hated enemy brother Lal of the Peacekeeper now spends most of his time kissing up to his precious UN charter? No? On s'en fout. In the way of my plan to found a society on the principle of way, do not boast of your mind control experiment to me. Your faction, you should attend to your defense. You may wish to switch at least some of your bases to conquer. Infiltrate data link, procure research data, activate sabotage, engage mind control probe.
Request confirmation.
Ok, c'est bon. Si je dis... Thieving, aggressive. Vendetta sur moi et Brother Lau.
Probe team compromised.
Okay.
recovered. Turn complete.
Hello. I'm under the attack by the force of the fanatic sister Miriam. You will join me back to... Ok, fait que tu fais une alliance, puis tu me donnes une texte. Too bad. Et tu... Fuck you. No! See my warning I've done unheeded, Lady Deidre. I shall not allow your planet economic to stifle the just and proper flow of capital on this planet. So the communists and the vendetta upon you.
Production
Alright,
complete.
okay, shit is starting. C'est où tu vas, toi, là? Et... C'est quoi? C'est right-click, hein? Juste right-click. Profile, Solidus. Ok, c'est bon. Ma voisine ne peut pas encore chier.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Hey, il a reculé!
Combat report. Turn complete.
Toi, t'es en train... Non, toi, t'es en train de faire ça. Toi, t'es en train de faire quelque chose.
Bot recovered.
A bit of a pointless
Turn
thing to
complete.
have. Ok, toi, ici. Independent. Pivot unit. Hold.
Indigenous life forms. complete. Maximum population reached. Indigenous life form.
Ok, le Morganite. Il est où le Morganite? Marion. C'est Lao. 1, 2, 3, 4. Il y a un d'éliminé. Akiang. Morgan, j'ai pas trouvé. Santiago. Miriam. Lao. Et moi. Council. Oh, vote pour moi? Oh, shit, t'as 44 votes. Vote pour toi. Shit. Fait que 44, tu vas avoir 56. Ouais, il aurait fallu que les deux qui m'aiment pas dans l'électeur. Ok. Je pensais pas pire, ceci dit. Qu'est-ce que je veux checker? Là, plutôt la question, c'est qu'est-ce que ça fait? Planetary Governor. Enfin. Planetary Governor is elected head of the Planetary Council. The governor can call a meeting of the council every 10 years. Other member can only call a meeting every 20 years. The governor can veto any council proposal and can be overruled by unanimous vote of all other council members. Match. Proposal, elect a new planetary governor or later supreme leader. Fait que j'assume que c'est le diplomatic victory. Establishing the Unity Fusion Reactor Core to gain a large amount of energy credit for each faction. Ça, c'est des choses qu'on peut voter pour. Lower sea level via satellite shade. Raise sea level by melting polar ice caps. Eliminate or restore the UN Charter ban on atrocities such as use of weapon of mass destruction. Killing civilian with gas or punishing rioter by nerve state plane. Creating or repealing a global trade pact. Okay.
Indigenous life
I
form.
was just on that tile. Bon, ça répond à une de mes questions, mais je pense que c'était pas probable.
Bot recovered. Turn complete.
Some civilian workers got in among the research patients today and became so hysterical I felt compelled to have them nerve stapled. The consequence, of course, will be another public relations nightmare. But I was severely shaken by the extent of their revulsion towards a project so vital to our survival. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, The Personal Diary.
Project complete.
As the Americans learned so painfully in Earth's final century, free flow of information is the only safeguard against tyranny. The once chained people whose leaders at last lose their grip on information flow will soon burst with freedom and vitality. But the free nation gradually constricting its grip on public discourse has begun its rapid slide into despotism. Beware of he who would deny you access to information, or in his heart he dreams himself your master. Commissioner Pravin Lal, UN Declaration of Rights.
Ça va bien avec la quote que Morgan vient juste de dire quand j'ai construit mon premier hospital. Ah shit, j'ai pas vu c'était quoi le... Bon, ça va être écrit ici, je pense, ouais. So,
The Isle of
peu
the
importe
Deep
c'est
is
quoi,
really not a single creature, but a colony of thousands of individual tubules,
les tubules.
an aquatic vector of the mindworm which terrorizes planets' continents. Over its lifetime, certain tubules secrete a tough glue-like substance which hardens to form the characteristic shell that floats the colony and creates the appearance of a rogue island. Lady Deidre Sky, A Comparative Biology of Planet.
Fait quoi, qu'est-ce que je dis? Ouais. Même après 30 ans que le jeu soit sorti, c'est toujours d'à propos les conneries qu'ils peuvent dire. Centauri Empathy and Ecology Engineering revealed the vastness and complexity of the ecosystem of the planet. Researchers Centauri meditation remained the next almost terrifying step in an attempt to communicate directly with the planet itself. Je peux construire des islands in the deep. Base Centauri Preserve. Reduce effect on industry on planet ecology. Any alien life form you breed at this base gain plus un life cycle bonus. Qu'est-ce que le life cycle bonus? Ça me pointe vers le moral. Ok. Vino Empathy Dome. Remote Wonder. All xenofungus square are treated as rolled, and the rate at which your former removes and or plant fungus is doubled. Any alien life forms you bring gain plus un life cycle bonus. Empath. Increase energy production in fungus and square. Yes, Lady Deidre, I did say thought waves. Dr. Scott Wrinkle smiled as an otherworldly, a grinning death head. Mine were definitely, and probably the fungus itself, even after transit human thought pattern are isolated, a complex wave dynamic remained. And there is a good reason to believe that at least some mentation is taking place. You're telling me this stuff thinks, you say half-heartedly, not quite prepared to buy into the idea. If so, it's a remarkably different matter of thought from that of humans, but the basic cognitive feedback loop is present. Dr. Scott leans forward and gestures towards the graphic with his data link stylus. The most striking thing is the loop ability to jump from creature to creature. Each fungal spore acting as a synapse. The spores and worm as individual creatures are insignificant, but the feedback across a fungal bloom or mindworm boil is impressive. How long can it keep jumping? Now your curiosity speak as it crosses the threshold into self-awareness? Difficult to say. In theory, a powerful wave could reverberate clear around the planet, but the distance involved would make true self-awareness problematic. Perhaps a quasi-sentient state similar to our dreams. Non, j'ai encore du population growth. Je sais pas c'est quoi. Je veux le truc qui me permet d'aller au-dessus de population 7 là. In the darkness, something goes, and you're lying on your back on a hillside among the soft oranges and purple tendrils of a vast fungal forest. The sound of running water gurgles loudly in the vicinity of your right ear, but you cannot identify the source. Panic rises briefly in your throat as you realize you have no filter mask or oxygen tank. Dressed only in your work suit, but breath comes easily and you detect no signs of nitrogen narcosis. From somewhere, a voice seems to whisper, "Earth, Deidre," but perhaps it is only a breeze. Time passes and you notice that the fungus is growing perceptibly, the spores gently nudging you as they slowly stretch and twist. Fungal bloom, panic returns full force and you struggle to free yourself from the encroaching tendril. Deidre. Voice again, more insistence. The last tendril breaks and you are free and dashing across the endless field of purple and orange. Earth Deidre, beware from close behind you, and then continuity. In the darkness, something goes, and you're lying on your back in the gene therapy tank. The gauzy restraint slowly retracting. The remaining fluid in the tank gurgles away through the tube behind your head, and you slowly sit up. 4 weeks of your life, once every 10 years, you spend in this state, a small price to pay for immortality, or something close to it. A half-remembered dream tugs at you as you pull on a clean worksuit. But you cannot recapture it. 4 weeks, 4 semaines à chaque 10 ans. Ok. Fungus grow near Lily of the Valley, solar collector destroyed. Reduce effect of industry on planet's ecology. Nearly form you breed. Ouais, ok. Echo damage 2.
Production complete.
Headquarter, social engineering, j'ai pogné knowledge. Un gross inefficiency, which ça me dérange pas. J'ai plus de chances de me faire prober. Lab research speed. That sounded vulgar. Je vais le faire probablement.
Indigenous life forms.
That's a big boil.
Turn complete.
Tombe les roues, toi.
Indigenous life forms. Not recovered.
Ok, ma map n'est pas à jour ici parce que j'ai clairement découvert ça.
Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Maximum population reached. Turn complete.
Fais déjà, toi? Non, pas toi. Ah, c'est pas le top. Ok, toi tu peux faire... Non, take no special action.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
In the years since our arrival, we have foolishly disrupted so many of planet's ecosystems that entire species may vanish without our ever having understood or even known them. We must halt this plunder, and halt it immediately, for our own survival as a species depends on our ability to strike a balance on this world. Commissioner Pravinlal, Mindworm, Mindworm.
Mindworm, Mindworm. Ever since the incident in the gene therapy tank, you have experienced recurring dreams and nightmares centered around the fungal bloom, which encroach ever more rapidly on the outskirts of major human settlements. You even postponed your most recent longevity treatment in an effort to avoid the trance state, but the dreams have now crept into your normal REM sleep as well. Your most recent dream, just before the major bloom near brother. The present you have come to call the voice returned once again. Earth Deidre, from some invisible spot just behind you. Hello, voice. Who are you? Ooh, difficult concept for we, Earth Deidre, mind and flower. Many dreamings, never before another. You may call we voice. Growth dream comes, beware. Beware, what do you want, voice? Want more confused Deidre thinking. Ache of slumber broken. Her Deidre is animal, we stranger, we animal. Energy, mind, road, sensor, condensers. Boreholes. Breaker of flower dream, end of joy. Growth dreams now comes. End of animal. Stop it, voice. Why are you telling me this? Why? Dream world, dream song. Why? Silence, get out of my mind.
We have reached an informational threshold which can only be crossed by harnessing the speed of light directly. The quickest computations require the fastest possible particles moving along the shortest paths. Since the capability now exists to take our information directly from photons traveling molecular distances, the final act of the information revolution will soon be upon us. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
The widespread adoption of polyformic software increased demands for faster computers. The revolutionary optical computer, which used photons traveling at the speed of light for binary calculation, proved nearly 70% faster than old electron-based devices. Based on successes in applied physics, optical computer also exponentially improved storage capacity and access times. Right, Alpha Centauri. How to go above city size 7. Ok, j'avoue, je peux faire des colonies pas de en attendant. Fait que ça, c'est Lily of the Valley, hein, ouais. Alright, next ville. je mets une ville ici, je suis capable de pogner ces trois affaires-là. Mais je vais être directement sur la côte. J'ai un paquet de plancton là, mais le plancton ça se pousse. Fait que c'est pas la fin du monde. Ça ne sert à rien d'en me forcer à l'avoir vite, le plan du plancton. You know what, ça me... 2-2-2, ouais, ça, le monolithe a l'air de donner des ressources. Ça ici, ça me donne ça, ça me donne ça. Venir ici, ça va me garder concentré. On va me donner celui-là. Là, c'est sûr que j'ai deux cases qui se partagent, mais ça, c'est pas la fin du monde. Là. Ça fait mal un peu à faire, mais c'est pas la fin du monde.
Mineral resources.
On dit merci à qui?
Turn complete.
Coaliste.
Maximum population reached. Production complete.
Echo damage 0.
Production complete.
Fait que ça, c'est quoi cette planète-là? Song of the Planet, qui était celle-là. J'ai un overlap ici. Ça, on va faire attention d'avoir aucun overlap so far. Toi. Ok, je vais faire un impact foil. Right click. Support from here. Ah oui, ça overlap ça.
Turn complete.
In the first Gaian battle victory versus... Ok, ça c'est Morgan. Il était bleu. Non? Wait. Il était bleu.
Production complete.
Yang, c'est les bleus. Mais toi, tu me dis d'aller faire une ville dans le coin en bas ici.
Nutrient resources. Turn complete. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Là, t'es à 7 tours.
Production complete.
Fait que là, j'en ai un qui va là. Quoi tu veux que j'ai en bas là?
Indigenous life forms.
Manger!
Turn complete.
We sit together, the mountain and I, until only the mountain remains.
And you die.
Li Po from the Yang Collection.
Industrial expansion often comes at the cost of ecological stability. The business practice of environmental economics addresses this problem by finding and exploiting areas where environmental and industrial concern overlaps, such as sustainable resource use, ecotourism, and organic product development. By combining the principle of industrial economics and ecological engineering in this new business model. Ecological stability becomes a profitable endeavor. Tree farm. Maintain 3 coûte cher ça. Increase cycle output at the base by 50% and economy at the base by 50%. Increase nutrient output in forest square. Eliminate at least half the ecological damage caused by terraforming farm. Energy restriction lifted. Increase commerce income from treaties and pacts. Terraform up order. Terraform down, ça c'est pour lever puis baisser le terrain. Si je fais ça, ça fait 12. Ça fait 16, 6. Misère. Toi, je veux te barrer. Toi, je veux pas te barrer. On va commencer avec du steak. Je suis du monde très très content. C'est independent, fait que c'est correct. Ah, ça en est tout, ça fait déjà ici.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Golden Age begun.
Change. Ça fait quoi avec le damage? Quoi tu fais? Peut-être t'as pas d'écho damage, fait que c'est pas utile pour le moment. Ça va augmenter mon happiness puis mon économie.
Golden Age begun.
Oui, bon.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Pod recovered. Turn complete.
Ok, fac. Ouais. Pour celui-là. C'était quoi? Pressure Dome 62, puis l'autre c'était Children's Crash en 35, ouais.
Turn resources. Production complete.
Change. Au déco damage, t'es à 5.
Invalid command. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Something blew up somewhere. See, you've run afoul of our little friend, CEO Morgan. Very Major Morgan, I would more than happy provide it to you. What shall I? You may speak of order and security, Lydia, but your police state is nothing more than a brutal dictatorship and a slap in the face of all who truly value human lives. C'est temporaire, c'est temporaire. C'est tout? C'est tout ce que Morgan a? Je vais l'ignorer.
Turn complete.
J'ai laissé mon colonipod tout seul.
Production complete. Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
In the borehole pressure mines 100 kilometers beneath planet's surface, at the Mohorovičić discontinuity where crust gives way to mantle, temperatures often reach levels well in excess of 1,000 degrees Celsius. Exploitation of planet's resources under such brutal conditions has required quantum advances in robotic and teleoperational technology. Morgan Industries Limited Annual Report.
The creation of planet engineering network and widespread adoption of industrial economics lead to rapid industrialization of the virgin planet. Lacking the traditional masses of Earth working class, leader must now develop complete industrial automation for production and assembly. Building modest factory where all repetitive non-skilled jobs from janitor to VP of sales are handled by sophisticated robotics. Leaders seeking wealth will concentrate on building economic and industrial infrastructure rapidly. They achieve rapid growth and development with possible side effect being decadence and moral decay. Industrie, économie, moins 2, morale. Je m'étonne que j'ai pas du économie damage là-dedans. Supply crawlers are useful for transporting resources. Supply crawlers may produce nutrient, mineral, or energy from any square on the map and send the resource to its home base. Select the Convoy O option on the action menu. Disband themselves in a friendly base to yield their full mineral value toward the construction of a secret project or prototype unit. Une peut-être. Ok. Hab complex. But, okay, above size 7, c'est bon. Planetary transit system. Any new base you found begin at a population at level 3. Nice. One less drone at all base of population level 3 and under. Is that even possible? Ah, j'aime ça, mon niveau de difficulté plus élevé, c'est peut-être possible. Ah, fuck, j'ai construit ma ville au dernier tour. Pas la fin du monde, là, mais...
Indigenous life form. Indigenous life form. Turn complete. Enemy project initiated. Production complete. Golden Age begun.
Planetary transit system. Ah, ok, je pensais que c'était automatique partout. Non, c'est un...
Production complete. Turn complete. Maximum population reached.
Vraiment pas ça que je vais faire.
Turn complete.
In the Great Commons at Gaia's Landing, we have a tall and particularly beautiful stand of white pine, planted at the time of the first colonies. It represents our promise to the people and to planet itself, never to repeat the tragedy of Earth. Lady Deirdre Sky, Planet Dreams.
On l'avait déjà entendu, but you know. One more.
Production complete. Production complete.
Plasma Sentinel, Hab Complex, Stockpile Energy. 6. Oh, ouais, c'est bon. Last Rose of Summer. Ok, ça j'ai une ville ici.
Turn complete. Production complete.
Change. T'as pas d'éco damage probablement, non. Somme que t'as zéro problème de psych, encore moins. Et toi, support map. C'est le bateau. C'est les deux units. Ça, c'est le gars qui attend pour le bateau. Toi, t'as un former, puis t'envoies 2 formers. Fait que ça veut dire que je dois encore faire un plasma sentinel pour aller défendre l'autre ville à gauche. Puis, ça veut dire que toi, tu viens ici.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Hello? Evening. I need a private word with you. I have pretended friendship to our former colleague Lai, but I dislike his whining minion, and I fear he is bent on setting himself up as the only legitimate authority. But t'as pas voté pour moi pour le planetary consular, then, huh? If you're a decline.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Maximum population reached.
The Morgans fear what may not be purchased, for a trader cannot comprehend a thing that is priceless. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Collected Sermon.
Early industrial policy on planets centered on individual market and sectors such as environmental economics, but these separate sectors create inefficiencies. Proponent of intellectual integrity insists that these inefficiencies are unnecessary and works to create a system of planetary economics where goods and services can flow freely. Treaty impacts, economic victory allow, proposal, global trade pact. Proposal, repeal global trade pact. Hybrid forests, increase output of forest square, increase nutrient energy, okay, increase psych at the base by 50%, économie at the base by 50%, wow. Ok, non, c'est un building, je pensais que c'était juste les tiles de forêt. That increase nutrition. Combined with the tree farm, eliminate the ecological damage caused by terraforming, cumulative with tree farms, okay. Aesthetic virtues. C'est une wonder. Increase the population limit of your base by 2. And increases your society tolerance for use of police and military unit. Police plus R. Half-Life.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Ok, ça je me suis fourré ici. Je vais définitivement pas faire ça. Fait que là, il y a quelqu'un qui est en train de faire le Planetary Transit System.
Project initiated.
Bon, il est 5 heures.
Indigenous life forms. Turn complete. Production complete.
Action.
Indigenous life forms.
Ouais, je me suis vraiment fourré dans mes trucs. Hein.
Pod recovered. Turn complete.
Okay, next stop. Hab Complex. Wonder. Supply Crawler. Hab Complex. Children Crash. Toutes mes dudes font quelque chose. Là, il y a pas Morgan. Yang. Il est en train d'être une pute. Bref, ta capitale est là. Moi, je veux pas nécessairement le tuer. Là. Je veux juste. Total income. Gross income 47. Oh, ok. Ça fait pas beaucoup d'argent, hein. Game. Save game. Alright. On va appeler ça un stream ici. Moi, je vais manger. Prendre ma douche. And whatnot. Puis peut-être probablement revenir plus tard avec Ayuden Chronicle. Pas oublier de changer ma résolution auto parce que ouais, ça a chié la dernière fois pour ça. Alright. Pour le moment, je veux dire au revoir et à bientôt.